Hi there, I'm Abhishek Inamdar from Keyframes Animation. Welcome to my new exciting tutorial of 3D Max. Today I'm gonna show you how to make a coffee table in 3D Max. So let's get started. I'll make a reset first and say yes, and I'll go to customize and I'll make sure unit setup, and I want to work in inches. So the straight way I'll go to US standard, I'll set it to decimal inches, I'll say OK. So for now I'll take a box first, I'll just drag it, and I'll set a proper length, width and height, so we will get a proper reference for it. So length will be some around 88 inches, width will be 43, height will be 29. So this is what we'll get a basic idea of it. So now I'll go to shapes and I'll take spline. So I'll go to left viewport, I'll just press Alt W on my keyboard to maximize it. So to our understanding, this will be the base and this will be the top. So now I'll take a line and I'll make some C kind of shape. Maybe click here, click, I'll press shift on my keyboard to get straight line here, maybe here, and like this. I'll say right click. Now I'll drag this shape here. So right click, I'll go to convert to editable spline, go to vertex, I'll select all vertex, keeping only this. I don't want to make right now, I'll just make a fillet, slightly make smooth, it's fine. Now I'll make a copy of it, make a mirror, I'll say copy, I'll say OK. Now this is the left, fine. What I'll do is I'll just match it. This will be some around till here. So again I'll select this, slide it. Now I'll select this line, I'll say start new shape off, and I'll click line. But if you see, I'm not getting a endpoint of it. So I'll go to snap, I'll click on snap toggle, I'll say 2.5 snap on, I'll say right click, I don't want any of this, I'll say clear, I'll say only endpoint. So from here to here, say right click, again from here to here, right click. Now if you see, this is the one shape. I'll just off this snap because it disturbs a lot. When you don't have snapping, you just turn it off because it will disturb you a lot. I'll just press on S on my keyboard, so you can see this is one shape and this is one shape. So now I'm selecting this shape and I'll say attach, right click, you can say attach, or you can go to modify and you can say attach. It's the same, say attach. And if you see this vertex still, say right click, they come out of the attach. Yeah, I'll say click on vertex and select the vertex. If you see, this is still has not yet joined. So I'll just zoom it, select those vertex, say fuse and say weld. So now if you see, you can see the bezier. See, this is you can see the bezier, but in this case you are not seeing the bezier. That means this is not attached. So same thing, select and say fuse what fuse makes us, fuse makes 2 points closer, but still it is a closer. I do agree on it, but still I'll make always sure I'll press fuse and then I'll say weld. This is what I do. So now if you see, I can, yeah, this is all weld. So now again this selecting this 4 points and say fillet slightly, I'll make say what happened, so sorry. Still we have to join this, selecting, I'll say fuse and say weld, select fuse and say weld. Fine. So now it is done, maybe it is done, just check it. Yes, it is done. Selecting these 4 points and say fillet, slightly fillet, that's it. And selecting the spline, come out of the fillet, so sorry, yeah, selecting the spline, whole spline, and you can say outline, maybe inside slightly, yes, and just check these points. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, no problem. Say extrude, I'll click on home, I'll go to perspective and I'll say extrude like this. Now I'll go to top, I'll press T on my keyboard, I'll press G because it's I'll press G and I'll remove this grid because it's so confusing. I'll remove this grid and just move this from this point, just increase till, yeah, fine. So this is, I'll just hide it, now it's done. So now I'll just make some small changes. I'll go to and say shaded, yeah, I'll press F4 on my keyboard to check the segments, it's fine. Yeah, so now I'll just convert into editable poly, but now I'll click on modifier list and say editable poly. What's the benefit of adding from here? You can anyways, you can delete it off or you can vanish it off the editable poly and you can make correction to all those things. And while I'll just say right click and convert it to editable poly, it will gone, the information will be not there. So I'll go to editable poly and this is fine. I want to select one part of it. So now I'll select this edge, press Ctrl on your keyboard and select multiple edges like this and right click, I want connect. Wow, so this will happen, so sorry. So first I'll make this, I'll say connect. Now 2 edges is fine and I'll shrink it minus 37, it's fine. And again selecting this, say right click, I'll say connect, previous setting is there, I'll say OK. So now I'll select this, fine, we can select all those things. So now I can select this point and I can convert into SS and remaining it will be a wood. So I'll just move to my texturing part. I'll press M on my keyboard. I'll click, I'll take Vray material. Vray material. Just again duplicate this Vray material. But for now, I'll just click again and say sub object, multi sub object. I'll say keep old material, okay, and I'll make this copy. So I'll say copy, say copy. So in this way we'll save the time to take again and again new materials. So now I'll select this, just cancel and modify polygon. Now I'll just select this edge, say ring, and select. I'll press Ctrl on my keyboard. I'll say click here and say ring again. Now I'll press Ctrl and click on polygon. So now I'll say ID, set ID, that will be 2, write 2, and don't forget to press enter and go to edit and select invert. Say set ID to 1. Yes. So now rest of the object is 1 and this is the 2. SS will be the 2. Go to material. So 1 will be wood, will be SS. Click here. I'll click on diffuse. I'll go to bitmap. Select open. Slightly I'll add a reflection, and reflection glossiness will be 0.85. Subdivisions will be 32. I'll say SS will be black, and reflection will be high, and still reflection glossiness will be 0.9. This will be 16. Yeah, so I'll just select this object and say assign. Now I'll say show texture. Fine, this will happen. I'll say modify. It's a UVW map. Say box. Now I'll say tiling. Maybe 2 into 2 into. This is fine. Select this edge in between. It's fine now. Now I'll do the rendering part and I'll show you the final output. I'll just pause my video. So this was the render, and I rendered it at very low resolution and low quality. So guys, if you enjoyed my tutorial, do let me know, and if you want some kind of tutorial, also do let me know, and do subscribe my channel, that is Keyframes Online, and always enjoy learning.